Now it's time to write content optimized for Google. In YourText.Guru, I will type the query I want to rank for and request to create an SEO guide. I can choose the country and language and organize it into a project and a group. For this demo, I've already done this work and created the guide, The History of Domestic Dogs. I'll open this guide. This is the writing space where we'll compose the content. I've already entered some text here, which is an excerpt of Wikipedia. When I entered this text, I ran an analysis and YourText.Guru gave me a score called SOSEO. SOSEO measures the text optimization level. SOSEO is 22. It's a grid score. It depends on the competitors. Instead of comparing competitors directly, we can look at the recommended range here, which is 122 to 135. For this specific query, to have an optimized text, we should aim for this range. Currently, we're below that, so we need improvement. The DSEO score measured the naturalness of the text versus over-optimization, which could be negatively perceived by search engines. Ideally, DSEO should be as close to 0 as possible. For this query, it's safe to go up to 46 without risk. So, how do I improve my SEO and optimization? Well, literally, you need to use the expected keywords more often. The expected keywords I listed here, for example, dogs in plural and singular, wolves, human, etc. So what you need to do is simply, after writing, if you realize it's not optimized enough, you either change some word or add sentences. For example, I can add the word dogs and the word dog in singular. I rerun the analysis. That's literally what you need to do to optimize for Google. Your text must include the important keywords. You can optimize in many different ways. You can decide to focus heavily on the words on the left side or other words. Everyone can optimize in their own way, but it will always be about improving the SEO score. However, a natural text on the web is one where most of the words on the left of the dotted line are strongly used, often in a green or orange zone. On the right side of the graph, it will tend to fluctuate, showing that there's no strict rule. This fluctuation can refine the search intent behind the query. The writer writes naturally, but needs to make extra effort to highlight certain words more. You might need to add sentences to talk about those words. Optimization happens naturally over time, and often the easiest way is to lengthen the text to include more of the expected keywords. You can also write in a concise yet expert manner. It's important to follow the score recommendation and ensure the graph shows the first words well optimized. Once that's done, the text is okay and ready to publish. If working in a team, you can request validation from someone else. They might approve or provide feedback through the comments, which the whole team can see, avoiding the need for email exchanges. As a writer, you can also include the URL of the concerned page for context. You can also add a title and meta description. AI can generate this if you need it, offering up to 3 different suggestions. Choose the best one, crafted to be enticing in search engines. While writing, you might not be an SEO expert. You have scores to guide you, but maybe you haven't checked the SERP or analyzed competitors. In such cases, generating an SEO brief can be helpful. It analyzes competitors' content on the SERP, indicating if an informational article is needed instead of a sales pitch, which Google doesn't favor for that query. At the bottom right, suggested Wikipedia entities related to your text can provide valuable connections. Additionally, you get the top 10 competitors for the SERP. You also have access to an image library with curated AI-generated images related to your content. These images are almost unique, not commonly found on the web, avoiding overuse issues. Using this can be advantageous for originality. Further, an Explore tab offers related SEO queries. It gives ideas for enhancing your article or creating new ones. There's also internal linking guidance. For example, if your text is related to content on National Geographic, recommendation will suggest internal links to pages with similar topics, benefiting from both editorially and SEO-wise. Finally, for promotion, you might want to share your article on social media like Facebook, X, or LinkedIn. For instance, you can generate a professional tone tweet in English for easy promotion. For monitoring, enter the URL and the keyword, like the history of domestic dogs, to track its ranking in the top 30 SERP results daily.